Hiroshima, August 1945. A normal morning. No one here knows what's about to happen.
Markets are open, families shopping. Life is moving as usual, completely unaware of the danger above.
Public transport is running, workers heading to jobs. Everything feels routine, predictable.
Simple routines, neighbors talking, homes full of life. Moments that will soon be lost.
From here, the city looks peaceful. Nothing suggests what's approaching from the sky.
The river flows quietly, reflecting a calm that won't last much longer.
Another workday begins. Routine, ordinary, just like any other day.
There's a hint of tension, but nothing that warns of what's coming.
A city alive, seconds away from becoming history.
Something feels different, and people are starting to notice a sound above.
The market pauses. Confusion spreads as eyes turn toward the sky.
That sound, it's getting louder, but no one understands why.
People are unsure, but no alarms, no warnings.
The reflection reveals it clearly. Something is directly above the city.
The shadow moves, slow, silent, and directly over Hiroshima.
The light! It's too bright! Something is wrong!
In this exact second, everything changes.
A flash! Brighter than the sun! The shockwave hits instantly, tearing through everything. Glass, wood, metal, everything is flying! Buildings collapse in seconds. Fires begin everywhere. Panic spreads instantly. Survival is all that matters now. The river becomes the only escape. The market is gone, consumed by flames. Debris falls like rain, the air filled with dust.
Entire homes collapse in seconds.
Students and teachers are fleeing. The school is no longer a place of safety. Even the transport lines are collapsing. The city's infrastructure is breaking apart. People are struggling to survive the heat. The streets are becoming unbearable. Visibility is almost gone. Ash covers everything as people move blindly through the streets. The river becomes a desperate escape, and people are jumping just to survive. At the intersection, the fire spreads uncontrollably through every direction. Another wave of force hits, throwing everything into chaos once again. From the hill, the entire city is glowing red with fire and smoke. The bridge is burning and people are crossing while the fire reflects beneath them. Entire houses are collapsing. The alley is no longer passable. Even sacred places are not spared. People are fleeing in panic. The market is completely destroyed. Nothing remains as it was.
Hospitals are overwhelmed. Doctors are trying to help amid the destruction.
From above, the entire city is covered in fire and smoke.
The bridge collapses, sending people and debris straight into the river. Survivors are finding others trapped. The devastation is becoming visible. The temple steps are destroyed. People continue fleeing through the smoke.
The harbor is abandoned. Ships remain still as fire consumes the docks. From this height, the full scale of destruction becomes impossible to ignore.
Survivors wander the streets, searching for safety or for their loved ones.
The streets are blocked with debris. Every step is uncertain. What was once a city square is now only ruins covered in ash.
People are trapped on the bridge with no clear way forward.
The alley is silent. Only ruins remain after the blast.
Even the temple gates are burning. Nothing has been spared.
The market district is reduced to ash and silence. The river reflects the destruction. Even the water feels still and heavy.
From here, the full devastation stretches as far as the eye can see.
Entire neighborhoods are reduced to ruins. Nothing remains intact. The marketplace is frozen in destruction, as if time itself stopped here.
Even the bridges are gone, forcing survivors to find dangerous ways across.
Sacred grounds are covered in ash. Silence replaces prayer.
A place of learning, now buried under silence and destruction. At the center of the city, destruction stretches in every direction.
The river carries the remains. Everything flows away with the current.
Even the entrance stands broken, covered in ash and silence. From above, the city looks like a field of ash and fading fire. Walking becomes harder. Ash now covers the streets deeply. Every object here tells a story, suddenly interrupted.
Even places of joy are now silent, abandoned, and still.
The square stands frozen, covered in ash and memory. The bridge remains half standing, unstable and silent. Inside the temple, even sacred objects are covered in ash. Street after street, all reduced to the same silence. Even major intersections are completely unrecognizable now.
Every shop, every item, left behind in a moment.
From this view, the scale of destruction is overwhelming.
Movement is slow. The city is buried in ash.
What once stood proud now lies in ruins.
Even the river cannot escape the aftermath.
The temple itself is broken, covered in ash.
Markets once full of life, now empty and burned. Footprints remain, signs of those who survived.
An entrance that once welcomed students, now destroyed.
From here, the full devastation stretches endlessly.
Ash continues to fall, covering what remains. Even symbols of faith have fallen silent.
Reflections in the water show only destruction.
Narrow paths are blocked. Movement is difficult.
A place for gathering, now completely deserted. The harbor lies still, ships lost beneath ash and water.
Homes, lives, memories, all reduced to fragments.
Even entrances stand weakened, barely holding. A complete view of devastation, stretching beyond sight.
This is what remains, a reminder of destruction the world must never repeat.